Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah, and welcome back. Now, the battlefield is set and ready. And as the Prophet ﷺ was getting ready to fight, he was caught up by one of the polytheists from Medina. And this man told him that he wanted to join the Muslims in fighting the people of Quraysh. So the Prophet ﷺ told him that you're not a Muslim, and we do not seek the aid of non-Muslims. Which tells us that Muslims should unite, and they should not accept non-Muslims to fight with them. Because this is an Islamic cause, it should be purely Islamic. The man insisted, and the Prophet rejected ﷺ. Then he embraced Islam, and he fought with the Muslims, and he died a martyr, not even prostrating one single prostration to Allah, because he died immediately afterwards. Now, the Prophet ﷺ did not have any supporters. He did not have any backup. He did not have anything except these 314 men. While the mushrikun, the polytheists, had all the support they needed with the number and armor they have. And also, as you brought up this in the break, they had Satan's support with them. When they went out of Medina, Satan told them, well, actually it wasn't Satan, they were afraid that they will be attacked by one of the rival tribes as they are away from Mecca. So Satan came to them in the form of a man known as Suraq ibn Malik. And he told them, don't fear no one. I am your man, I am your protector. I will go and I do have allegiance with this tribe you're afraid of, and I will ask them not to attack you. So he fooled them and deceived them into going into battle. He was encouraging them. He was telling them, have no fear. I'm with you all the way. And just to prove this, I'll be with you throughout the battle. When the two armies met, the Prophet ﷺ gave his instructions to his people. He told them, do not draw your swords. Throw them with arrows when they come close to you. And then, when they're too close, draw your swords. Because they are more than you are. So, a man-to-man fight would not sound that appealing. Because it's 1 to 3. And the Prophet ﷺ, instead of waging normal wars, he brought up the idea of standing in one line, so that they would get the support from the back, and whenever there is a hole here or there, it would be filled from the back, instead of just going on and off, front and back, as in guerrilla wars. So he made a full line, and he was, ﷺ, himself fixing the line himself. Whoever was in front, he would tell him, go back, and whoever was on the back, he would tell him, come up front. Until he came to one of the companions whose name was Sawad ibn Ghuzayya. The Prophet had a stick in his hand. So Sawad was a little bit in front. So the Prophet ﷺ pushed him a little bit in his belly, in his stomach, with that stick, saying, go back, Sawad. And this companion of Allah cried out, oh Allah, you hurt me. It hurts. And you say that you come with justice and fairness, and you did me wrong, and I would like to take my right. It's very weird, very strange. So, the companion of Allah is asking to get his right. You slap me on the face, I slap you on the face. You push me with a stick in my stomach and hurt me, I should do the same to you. And the Prophet ﷺ did nothing but reveal his stomach, telling Sawad, take what you want. I hurt you, I'm sorry. Now you can hurt me back. So the companion of Allah embraced the Prophet ﷺ, put his cheek on his stomach, and kissed the Prophet ﷺ. So the Prophet said, why are you doing this, Sawad? He said, "O Prophet of Allah, I know that this is a battle, and this might be my last day. So I wanted the last thing to touch my skin is your skin." Look at this amount of love to the Prophet ﷺ. He knows he's dying, but he wanted to embrace the Prophet ﷺ skin to skin. So that would be the last thing he touches from this world. So the Prophet ﷺ prayed for him and asked Allah Azza wa Jal to have mercy for him. One of the mushriks, and his name was Al-Aswad ibn Abd al-Aswad, he said, and the fight did not start yet, he said, "I am going to drink from that well they have. Either I drink from it, or I tear some part of it so that we get some water, or I die." And he charged into the Muslims' army. And the first one to meet him was Hamza. For his unfortunate luck, he was met by Hamza ibn Abd al-Muttalib, one of the lions of Allah. And with one chop, he chopped off his leg. And the guy started crawling to the well to drink out of it, and Hamza finished him off. Once they saw this, the polytheists had no way except to engage in battle. So 3 of their leaders came out requesting a duel. Those were Utbah ibn Rabi'ah, who did not want to fight to begin with, but he was a man of honor and arrogance, unfortunately. Utbah ibn Rabi'ah, his son Al-Walid ibn Utbah, and his brother Shaybah ibn Rabi'ah. 3 of the most prominent people of Mecca, leaders of their tribe. They came and they requested a duel. So 3 of the Ansar, 3 of the people of Medina, came out to fight with them. So they apologized. Said, "Well, the 3 of you are men of honor, but you are from Medina, and we don't want to fight you. We want to fight our rivals. So send 3 of our own people, of our cousins." And 3 came out. They were Hamza ibn Abd al-Muttalib, they were Ali ibn Abi Talib, and Ubaidah ibn al-Harith. Ubaidah was the eldest, so he fought with Utbah. And Hamza and Ali fought with Shaybah and Al-Walid. Hamza and Ali were experienced fighters and were lions. They were so strong. It could go on for days and days just talking about their strength and bravery. So it was a matter of seconds. And the ones though they were fighting with were on the floor in their blood, dead. Utbah and Ubaidah, they each exchanged blows and they injured one another. And Hamza and Ali went to Utbah and finished him off. They carried their cousin Ubaidah ibn al-Harith back to the Muslim army. He died 5 or 6 days later on with his wounds, a martyr at the side of Allah Azza wa Jal. It was a very strong blow to the polytheist army. 3 of their prominent leaders died in a matter of seconds. So they charged and they started their attack. And both armies were engaged. And then miracles started to happen. The Prophet ﷺ encouraged them and said to the Muslims, whoever meets them face to face, does not give them their back, and he is patient, seeking the reward of Allah, if he dies, there is no reward for him except Jannah. And he encouraged his people, saying, "O people, come on and hurry to a Jannah, a paradise. The width of it is as big as the heavens and the earth." So one of the companions, Umayr ibn al-Hammam, may Allah be pleased with him, he said, "Whoa, the width is only the skies, the heavens, and the earth. What about the length? And he was carrying a number of dates so to eat and get stronger with. And he said, by Allah, if I wait until I eat these dates, it's a long life. And he threw the dates and he charged to the army and fought them until he died. And of course he is in paradise, as we all know. There are so many stories to be told. Ukash ibn Mihsan, may Allah be pleased with him, one of the companions of the Prophet ﷺ, one of the strong fighters. Whenever he fought with a sword, it broke. It broke. It kept on breaking. Because he used to hit people. And when you hear the stories, it's not like our arms or biceps. They would hit a man on the head and split him into two. Now this is extremely difficult and hard. To split a man into two. You may chop off his head, chop off his hand, but to split him into two, this means that the sword is one hell of a sword, and the arm itself is
very strong.
It is extremely strong. That is why Az-Zubair ibn al-Awwam, may Allah be pleased with him, whenever someone saw him in battle and said, MashaAllah, your sword is very strong, he would be angry. He said, it's not the sword, it's the arm carrying it. So don't flatter the sword, flatter the arm itself. And then Ukash ibn Mihsan was out of swords. So the Prophet ﷺ held, in some narrations, he held a branch of a tree. And others, he held a real sword. And he said, who takes this with its right and pays for it? So everybody stood back. And Ukash said, what is, I do, a Prophet of Allah. And he took the sword. And after he took the sword, he said, what is the price of this? What is the right of the sword? He told him that you fight in the side of Allah until it breaks or you die. And he took it and he went on. He was known to be the man of the red bandage, Ukash ibn Mihsan. And he only wore this bandage, red bandage, in war, where he used to walk left and right, showing off, flexing his muscles. And the Prophet saw him and said that this is a way of walking that Allah does not approve of, except in battlefields. So this throws the fear and terror in the hearts of the people. I'm afraid that this is all the time we have for today's program. So inshallah, until we meet next time, fi amanillah, wassalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.